How we doing, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Getting Chilly. And today we're getting it played a little bit of Micro Pirates, or at least we're going to try to get it played. I feel a little rushed right now, which is why the stream is starting a little bit late, and I'm also still not zoomed back in. There we go. Is that zoomed in right? There we go. Yep, zoomed out because, of course, Friday, Oddity played a game with me. It was a Kickstarter game, so you can go check that video out. And then, of course, late pledge because I think it's already over. Either way, we're going to go ahead and flip over. I'm going to give you a brief rundown of how this works. I'm probably going to make rules mistakes again. I'm kind of flustered rushing through this, so we'll see how well this works out. But I am kind of set up for Tiny, I was going to say Tiny Epic Pirates. No, that's a different game we played. I'm set up for Micro Pirates. It is micro, only because of the box. This is the only reason it's micro. Nothing else about this game is micro. It's kind of like your tiny Epic games. Like they still take up a lot of table space. This was about as far as, I mean, I could zoom out more, but we're gonna work with this. We're gonna work with what we got, tuck things as we can, and see how all this works out. So what we are doing in Micro Pirates is we need to get the most fame, right? We want to be the most infamous pirate of the, I guess I was going to say the 7 seas, but the nine seas that we have here in the Caribbean. I, for whatever reason, decided I was going to play with everything. So I've got everything that is currently available thrown into this right now. All right, so what we're able to do on our turn is we're going to take 2 actions. One action we can take is to sail our little ship, our little yellow ship up there. I figured maybe that would be easier to see. Probably should have gone with red. Hindsight 2020. But we can take a sail action. That means we can move based on our sail value. So if you look at my card right now, my sail value is 3 because I have 1, 2, 3. I could also spin 1 fish to sail for 4. And what that means is these are 9x9 grids and a 9x9 grid, so it's 9x9. And so I could go 1, 2, 3, come over here, and I could get over to that little merchant ship there. Second thing we can do is forage. So on any spot that has a food, so you've got your bananas and your fish, we can forage by rolling dice. You get to roll 2 dice normally. You can roll a 3rd die by spending our handy dandy rum there. All right. The next thing we can do is explore. So on any of the islands that have a tree, or that's actually a water space with a tree, we can go to those spaces as long as there's no blockade, and we can explore. Same thing, we're going to roll our explore dice, and we're going to get magnifying, or not magnifying glasses, telescopes. We will need a total of 6 telescopes to be able to find treasure. We, of course, can spend our rum to get 1 additional. And then, of course, we may already have some telescopes on our board. So we already have 1, so we need to get 5. The next thing is we can do a port of call. So all 4 corners plus here are port of calls. So if we go to any of the port of calls, we can buy one of the things that are at the bottom. So for example, here I could buy this pirate for 10. He gives me 1 more cargo space. This pirate here for 5. She will give me, I'm not sure what the exclamation point is. Oh, I guess she gives me ability. I can use 1 rum to get 2 magnifying glasses. I don't know why she has the exclamation point. Because that's, the quests all have exclamation point. Why does she have an exclamation point? There you go. Lose 1, okay, so lose 1 crew card or 1 rum or 2 coin. Okay, so she is saying lose. I mean, yeah, I mean, I lose all the time, but no, see, he's got to lose 6, lose 9. Huh. So now I'm confused what that means. Go back. Oh, no, it doesn't say on the player aid, which is what's causing my confusion. Cost, yeah. Yeah, see, cost. Discard a crew. Buy an upgrade. Hire a crew. I'm not sure what the lose the card condition is. Yeah, a lot of them have that exclamation point, but when I'm looking in here, it doesn't explain what that exclamation point does. Like, he doesn't have it. His just says 10. So maybe his is a misprint. I think it's a misprint. I think the 10s, for whatever reason, are a misprint. Because the 10s don't have it. Everything else seems to have that little exclamation. Okay, so we need to spend 3 gold. Either way, we got to spend the 5 gold to get Cutter Jane, and then same thing we have there. Second thing we do is buy an upgrade for our ship or upgrade for our crew. So if it's upgrade for our ship, we'll tuck it into our ship. We can have 3 upgrades on our ship. If It's an upgrade for a crew. We can attach it underneath our crew. Some items like this one here is a one-time use. So we would only be able to use that one time. The steering wheel, I have no clue what that does. I guess we'll figure it out if I ever use it. The last thing we can do at the port of call is we can, or in this row, is gain a quest. So to gain a quest, we basically just pick up the quest card and then we fulfill whatever the obligations is. So for example, here, aid for the villagers. Storms and raids have left them destitute. Deliver supplies before all hope washes away. So what we would need to do is get down here. We would need to spin 4 bananas and we would gain 1 on our fame track. So the benefit of having the fame track is it allows you to get some bonuses. So for example, here, all my upgrades would be 1 coin less. If I get to here, then there's a bag of money, a rum, and 2 coins. I don't know what the bag of money is. Here we go. When you export goods, you gain additional rum and 2 coins. Okay, so that's for exporting goods. All right. And then the last thing we can do, which we can only do when we're up in this location, which is the main port, is we can do trade actions. So you can see there's all these trade actions we can do to accomplish particular goals. Then we can export. So at that location, we can also do these exports and gain these cards. So for example, here, if we export 4 rum and 4 bananas, we'll get 1 fame. Here, if we complete a treasure map, we will get 20 gold. And then there is also always the option is we can turn in 2 treasure chests to get 2 fame. All right, so that's what we can do there. Next thing we can do at the port is we can what's called overhaul. So if we take too much damage, we can reset it back to 0. So basically whenever we battle, we can do that. Game looks like it's spread out quite a bit. Yeah, it takes up the table. It really does. For a tiny, or in this case, micro game, it is what it is. And then the last thing we can do as an action is to quest. So we can actually do a quest. So these are actions 1, 2, 3. Port of call is all of this. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 total actions we can take in the game. All right. The next thing we can do as a action is we can attack. So if we ever go into a space with a merchant ship or the ghost ship, then we will have to do a battle. Battle is done by rolling the dice with the swords. Whoever has the most swords, well, basically wins. Same thing, 2 dice, 3 dice if we spend our rum. We take damage. They will steal things from us if they attack us, so forth and so on. The next thing are the modules that I added because I'm stupid and decided let's just throw everything in together. One is the events module. Well, of course, we're going to pull that open and it's going to be an event. The next one is the Kraken module. The Kraken is basically just going to get harder and harder, but we can go to the Kraken space. We can attack the Kraken for 8. Once he gets harder, it'll be 10, and that will give us 1 on our fame track. Next are these little bandits, this little gang of pirates. They will move around to different locations. If we attack them, take 6, same thing, they're going to go up, but we'll be able to get 1 good. Here, if we find the explorer and we do an 8 instead of a 6, we also get to get 1 fame as well. Oh, I forgot to mention on the merchant ships, when you attack the merchant ships, if we attack the white ship, we get 2 rewards. If we attack the black ship, we get 3 rewards, but we only choose 2, and we will need to drop our fame, right? Because our notoriety. Playing two-handed, no, it's solo. So this is solo with the Automa, which I guess is what I'm going to next. Next thing is the Automa. So for solo mode, you have the ghost ship, which is this little green ghost ship right there. The ghost ship, we're doing the matey, which means he would have to get to 12 to win. Cards 4 and 8. I don't know what cards 4, 8 means. There's 8. There's 4. It's on the other side. Oh! That gets harder. Holy cow. That's just crazy. Not sure why Sea Dog... Okay, so there's 3... Oh, 4 and 8 give that number of reward. So on this one, cards 4 and 8 give 4 instead of the 3. So down here at the bottom it says reward. Okay, that makes sense. All right, let's shuffle that back up. So basically we're going to draw a card. We're going to do what the card says. If we can't do what the card says, we're going to draw another card until we can do what the card says. It's as simple as that. So time for me to make rules mistakes, because that's what happens. So, all right. So I guess the first thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and while we're here, let's see here. Do I want to get her? She gives me one more cargo space for 10 gold. No, thank you. We do have a quest. So, Relic of the Deep. Famed explorer's artifact lies forgotten in a sunken ruin. Recover it. And your name will echo through the ports. So, we need to go to this area, which we currently cannot do that because that is blocked. Now, again, actually we can. Quests are not blocked by the barricade. We need to get a 10 plus on our discovery, and we'll get 2 fame. The next thing we could do is we could get some more swords. So this will allow us to upgrade a crew member. We don't have a crew member, so that's not going to help us. This will allow us to have 3 scrolls. Not sure what the 3 scrolls do. Kind of not a fan of any of those. So my first action... let's get the quest, and then that gives me something to focus on. So we'll go ahead and get this quest as my first quest. Put it over here. Oh, hang on. I'm thinking none of this takes effect during the first turn of the game because that would make no sense. Same with the event. Because on the first turn of the game, it's already, the clock is already set to 1. Yeah, it says apart from the first one. Okay, I'm about to say I don't know why the clock would move on the first turn. Those kinds of things never do. So yeah, so let's take our quest as our first action, and then for our second action, we need to go somewhere. I need to go. So what do I need for this? I need more telescopes, right? I need more telescopes. So do any of the guys... She gives telescopes for rum. So let's head down this way and see if we can get Gutter Jane. So we have a total of 3 sails. So we will go 1, 2, 3. One other thing, I am playing with the opposite side of the boards, so that allows us to do diagonal movement anytime we're in these air currents. So I am playing, again, I've got every expansion loaded into this. We're going to see how badly that is for me. All right, so that's my 2 actions. And so for the pirate, he's going to attack the... Oops, sorry. I forgot about that. Blue is not playing. He can't attack himself. Yellow, red. All right. So we will shuffle these again. Because Will doesn't know what he's doing. Again, I was just in a rush. I had a meeting run late. I probably should have moved this stream 30 minutes so I could, but I didn't. All right, let's try that again. There we go. So he is going to explore. Now, the ghost ship is not limited by movement. He is just going to go to the first one that he can get to. So the first one that he can get to is here. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That'd be 4. So he's going to go there. On a 6 plus, he gets a treasure map. So the Bot gets to roll 3 dice no matter what. I did get a dice tray for I got a dice tower for David here, so we'll see. We'll see how this works. All right. So the ghost ship does not get rum, so that doesn't count. But he does get gold instead of rum, so that gets him 3 more gold. All right. And if you got a 6+, then you get a treasure map. He did not. All right, that's the Automa. That's all the Automa does. One thing, one shot, done. All right, so we're heading down. We're heading down here, right? We want to go to this port. So, problem is I would run into either one of them. So I could go 1, 2, 3, and I could at least do I could do the banana action. Let's do that. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do the banana action. So we are going to try to get us some bananas. I think for this game I don't need the dice tray because I got dice I can roll. I got 3 bananas. 3 bananas. Yes, we have some bananas. Let's put in our cargo hold. Let me double check if I get a 4th banana because of my captain. I think I do. I think that's my captain ability is I get 1 extra banana. Forage. Perform forage, roll 2 dice. Have the results and the icon. Yeah, and the icon. So I get 4 bananas. So this I need 4 rum and 4 bananas. So we need to get us some more rum and we can go back up here and do that one. All right. So the bot's turn. The bot is going to go to the nearest port, which is right back where they came from. All right. If they have 20 gold, they get a fame. They currently have 13, so they don't. So they get another 5. All right. Back to me. So we were heading. Dang it, we were heading to that port. Oh, that is not what I wanted. Was not what I wanted. Let me see if I get to choose where he goes, because actually this would have been 1, 2, 3. This would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5, so I think it's the closest. Port card 5. Ghost ship sails to a free port determined by a navigation card. Sorry, it should have been navigation card for both of those movements. So this would have been his previous one where he needed to go explore, which means that he wants this one, or that one, which is fine. So that worked fine for the first card. So this would be for his second card. He wants this one, or this one. Do I get to pick where he goes? Because I don't want him down there. That's where I was heading. Some cards condition. Just says buy navigation card, so I guess I get to choose. So I'm going to choose. I don't want him to go down here. So I can either send him up here, here. I don't want him to mess with those guys, so I'm going to send him up here. All right. Yeah, now we're good. Glad to see the randomization from the dice tower. Yeah. It's not really meant for that, so like picking it up and putting it down, it'd be better for one where I can just leave it off to the side and show the rolls. So that's why I put it back there. All right, now it's my turn. So we want to go to this port. 1, 2, 3, 4. Man, that's going to take me 4. I don't have any fish either. Dang it. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No matter what, it's 4, and I only have 3 movement. So it's going to take me 2 turns to get down there. I could attack. I could battle the merchant. Let's battle the merchant, so that way I'm not wasting a turn. So 1, 2, 3. I have to immediately stop at the merchant. And then I'm going to battle the merchant. So I get 2 dice, unless I want to do a third by spinning my rum. Or I can actually spin my rum just to get an extra sword. So I have 1 sword. For the small ship, I need 6 total. Seems like a lot. Yeah, let's go ahead and spin the rum so we can roll all 3 dice. I feel like calling it micro is a little misleading. Yeah, that's kind of all. That's all micro games, even your tiny epics, right? So we have 1, 2. We only have 3. That was not good. All right, we do get 1 reroll. There we go. That's better. There we go. There's 6. So we did get 6. We automatically, unfortunately, take damage anytime we attack, no matter what. So the merchant ship is there. Let's get rid of the merchant ship. And we get 2 goods. All right. We got 2 treasures. Ooh, that's good. Put our treasures over here. 2 treasures right off the bat. So that's good because, again, we can go up here, trade those 2 treasures in, and get 2 fame. It's like that quote from Princess Bride. You keep using that word. Yeah, like, I mean, that's what I said. All your tiny epics, all of your, like, your Destroy went to the same route, right? They actually made a couple bigger games, and they went to these smaller micros, and they're all big. Like, they're all big. The only thing micro is the box. There's another publisher I recently saw that was doing micro games, and he's kind of here in the same boat. His boxes were like this big originally, and then you can see each one of his games is numbered. So it's like 2, 3, 4, 5, and like the last one is like this big as well. Does the merchant get replaced? I believe I move him somewhere else. I do believe you're... that's what I was going to check on next. So. Attack. No, not another player. Port. When you gain multiple cards, no. I think you do. I think you place another one. Oh, sorry. I needed to roll a die for my damage. So actually I took no damage. I thought it said you always take damage. Guess not. Draw cards. Draw cards. Can't. Oh, hang on. It says, hang on. If you draw 2 identical cards, one of them. Oh, sorry. I can't get 2. I can't get. I shuffled this deck. I will shuffle the deck again. I can't get 2 of the same thing, so I actually can only get 1 treasure chest. Let's shuffle this deck again. I kept drawing treasure chests, which makes me feel like it's not shuffled enough. Always the problem with the first playthrough of any game, right? You haven't shuffled the decks hundreds of times, so like everything is like stacked on top of each other, depending how it was printed. I like the companies that when they do their printing, they print random to begin with. Here's my treasure chest. There we go. Fame. So I got a fame card for my second card. So yay, we're on the board with 1 thing. You got to be able to replace them. When do I replace them? David's right. When do we replace? When do we replace the guy we just attacked? Yeah, it just stops there. It doesn't. Doesn't say to replace them. I remember reading something. Oh, here we go. End of turn in-game check. Check merchant ships if there are no ships of one kind. Okay, so it's when there's no ships. So yes, I will just keep eliminating them until there's none of that kind, and then we'll bring them back. Okay. All right. So that was my first action, was getting down there. Second action was my attack. All right, now we are good. All right, so he is going to attack. If he has one or two, he does. He is going to go to a port. And then he's going to take a... He's going to take a recruit that is less than 5 coins. So we're going to navigate his butt somewhere. Oops, hang on. Those are treasure cards. Oh, well. Oh, well. I drew the wrong cards the first 2 times. That's fine. So he's going to navigate there. He's already there. So he's navigating there. He's going to take the crew that's 5 or less. There is no crew that's 5 or less. Or take 5 gold. So, I know he can take a crew or 5 gold. So it doesn't need to go 5. So he's going to take this crew. He's going to tuck it right there. So that allows him to re-roll a die, which does no good for him, but at least it gets it out of my way. All right. Although I guess he does get to re-roll 1 die. Because if he attacks me, I guess, still gets to attack. Always a sucker for a good pirate game. Yeah, since I wasn't able to get tiny the zombicide, I reached out to them and they were going to see if they could get it to me, but they were not able to. So, all right. Oh, know what I've been forgetting every turn? Holy cow! I've been forgetting the events, so we're just going to take the events out. Or should we just start from this point? Let's put the events over here so I remember to do them after his turn. Yeah, then we can just discard the maps there. Okay, event. -1 sail for this turn, or till this expires. So, which is fine with me. Oh, these I've been forgetting to do these too. We're gonna say they're both on 3. They're gonna flip next turn. We played Sea of Legends, and we've actually played Tiny Epic Pirates as well. So many. I put too many modules in for my first playthrough, guys. It's welcome to me being me. All right, but that's fine. I got to where I needed to be. Got to this port because I wanted to get her. So for my first action, it was going there. Second action is to get her. All right, so she gives me where I can spend rum to get 2 more glasses. Right? So I watched the designer's playthrough and he did a reroll, but I'm wondering if that's a particular captain's. I think that's a particular captain's ability. So I don't think I was allowed to reroll earlier. I'm just cheating. Don't worry about me, guys. I'm just cheating. No, he doesn't have a reroll. That's one of the ships has a reroll. No. So during his playthrough, he did a reroll on all of his rolls, and I don't see where it says you're allowed to do that. Yeah, I don't remember. See, now that's the problem. I watched the developers playthrough, and maybe that was during the prototype. Maybe they removed the reroll, or maybe he got a card. Maybe he got a crew member that let him reroll, like this one. That's probably what it was. So I cheated earlier. Oh well, we're gonna keep going. This has been a train wreck to begin with. We're gonna continue our train wreck. All right. So we got the crew member, and we'll put a new one out. All right. So their turn. They are going to find treasure. Which is what? What do they do for find treasure? Find treasure, which is card number 4. If there's a ghost ship treasure marker in play, it sails to the space of the treasure marker and performs the explore action the same way described in card 2. All right, so he can't do that because he doesn't have a marker out there yet. All right, so he's going to go to a harbor again. So we're going to go here. So he's going to go to this harbor. And then he's going to get 5 more money. And we're going to do our event card because we forgot to do that last time. Sales high. So we get... I don't think we can do this one because I don't have 2 markers. So let's draw another one. I'm out of markers. Or maybe, I guess maybe we can. And just have to put something else as a marker. Oh, that has a marker. All right. This marker go up. This makes this one harder. This one makes this one harder. There we go. There, did all the round stuff. Okay. So I need more rum to use these. And the only way to get rum is from failing an exploration action. Kind of the way that works. So we have this guy here. I need 10. No, I need 8. 8. I see magnifying glasses. 8 telescopes for him. I can't get there in 3 actions anyways. 1, 2. No, I can get there. Let's see. Let's see if we can do them. 1, 2, 3. We'll go here. We're going to do our explore action. So the nice thing about the explore is that's how you get rum, and that's how you get money too. So we have 1, 2, and 2 rum. So we need 6 to successfully find a treasure. We currently have 1, 2, 3. I could do 4, 5, 6. I could do 7. I still don't have 8. And that would spend both of my rum to do that. So that would only give me a treasure map. It wouldn't give me. It wouldn't give me. It wouldn't complete this. All right. So I'm not going to successfully do that, but I do get the tokens as long as I don't leave here. I get to keep those tokens. If I leave, then I lose my searching token. So it's kind of like you just keep searching in that location. All right. So that was my 2 actions. So the ghost ship. Ghost ship is going to go to the port and turn into treasures. He doesn't have 2 treasures, so he's not going to do that. Instead, he's just going to go to a port. He's going to go to this port. And then he is either going to get the crew member or the upgrade, or he gets 5 gold. So, wonder, is there a priority order for how he chooses? What is his priority for getting cards? Card number 3. The ghost ship sails to the port determined by navigation card. It only hires crew and buys upgrades that provide attack and or search. Oh, he shouldn't have got that other card. It pays the cost in coins, but ignores the cost in rum. Oh, so actually earlier he shouldn't have done this one. I don't remember where she was, so we're just going to discard her. Discard that one. So he should have gotten 5 on that one. So he's only going to get ones that give swords or magnifying or telescopes. Holy cow. This one is a cost with rum. He doesn't have rum, so he wouldn't grab that one. He would grab this one instead. And then so he will add this as... Oh, well, no, he can't even get this one because he needs a crew member first. Doesn't have a crew member. So he gets 5 gold. Oh, he's got way too much gold. Way too much gold. All right. My turn. Our event. Barren waters. Fish are -2 fish. All right, this one goes away. This one goes up 1. The +1, -1 movement didn't do me any good because it just basically negated each other. That goes up. That goes up. All right. So I am going to search again. So from first action, we're going to search. We already have 2 scopes. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6. We need 8 for this guy. So we're going to go ahead and spend a rum to get us to 8. So we got it to 8. So that means we get to complete him. And we get to do a treasure. So let's complete him first. He's going to move up our fame by 1. Which means now everything costs us 1 less. He doesn't flip. And then he is going to go run away. He's going here. Right. And now we're going to do the treasure. So I get a treasure map. And then a treasure card. And then we need to move. We need to move one of these tokens to here. So we're going to move there. Not one there. Not one there. That one. We move that one. All right. And then I have my treasure map, which is all 3 of these. And I think there's something I'm supposed to do with this treasure map. Explore. Nope. Explore. Did that. Immediately discard all that. Gain a map card and a map token. Keep the map card hidden. Draw a navigation card until you find one that indicates an ocean card that's blockade and move the blockade. Okay, here we go. Map cards and treasures. At any point in the game, you have 2 map cards in your hand that indicate the exact same spot. You may discard them and place your treasure marker on that ocean card with a tree. Even if it's a blockade, you may gain 2 fame for a successful explore action on that space. So, cool. All right. So we're trying to find treasure. Yeah. All right. So we need to find another treasure card that has an X in one of these same 3 spots to kind of narrow down where the treasure is. All right. Now we're going to go back to the bot again. Sure. Last bot card, he is going to come and attack me. We knew that was in there somewhere. So he's come down here and attack me. He has 1, but he always rolls 3. Oh, that's horrible. So 3, 4, 5. So he has 6. I'm gonna have to spin my room. I gotta roll everything I can. So he's got 6. I have 3, 6, 7. Woo! I beat him, which pushes him 1 space away. Haha! You tried to attack me. If he succeeded, he would get a treasure or a map, and then I would take damage. If I win, I can get a treasure or a map. So let's get a second map. Let's go ahead and get our... Oh, no. Let's get our second treasure, because then we can go turn that in. We'll get a treasure. Okay, so I got our 2 treasures. All right. Event card. Storm. I'm not sure what Storm does. It looks like it's discard a upgrade from your pirate ship. Oh, the event cards, they don't have them explained. Yeah, I'm going to assume that means that you have to discard 1 upgrade from your pirate ship, which doesn't impact us, so be it. All right, so this one goes away. It goes up 1, it goes up 1, it goes up 1. All right, so fish are still not plentiful. All right, so we have our 2 treasure chests. We kind of want to go up here so we can turn them in and get 2 fame. Yeah, we want to get 2 fame. But 1, 2, 3, 4, it costs us more to go up there than... And going fishing doesn't do any good because we get minus fish. So... Well, also going up there means I do get to discard a map and I'll get 20 gold. I'm kind of low on gold. Yeah, let's head up there so we can do those 2 things and see what happens. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I have no fish. Let's go fishing anyways. I don't want to waste turns. So let's go fishing anyways. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and go fishing. Right. So we got 1 sail. How do I track the extra sails? Huh. So 3 fish, 4 fish, minus 2 fish is 2 fish. I don't know what I can use the bananas for. Here, for that trade-in, I guess. Delivering of goods. Oh, I can do 1-to-1 transfers too. To get gold. Oh, and I can use it to get rum too. Oh, that's good. I need more rum. Okay. I don't know what the 1 sail means. I guess I get that sail on my next sail action? It's a little bit too late now. Or do I get to sail for free? Oh, move 1 space. Oh, and I get to move 1 space. Okay. So that's just a free 1 space movement. Which doesn't matter because I'm gonna go there next turn anyways. If it was move 2, that'd be a little bit better. Although I could spend a fish to go 2. Yeah, let's do that. So let's move the 1 that I got from the die, and we'll spin that fish to move 1 as well. There you go. Now we're set up for the beginning of the next turn. Where do poor pirates retire? In sea shanty towns. Alright, so we need to shuffle the Ghost Pirates deck. Alright, so he wants to go to a port. He is going to go to... That is not a port. That is not a port. Neither of those are ports. So, shuffle, 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 shuffle. All right. We can get to another port. There we go. All right. That is a port. Oh, that. Now, luckily, Fortune Bay is neutral ground. So pirates cannot fight in Fortune Bay. So that works out great. He wants to take a card. Again, he's going to want swords or telescopes. He can't afford this one because it needs a rum, and he has no rum. So he's just going to get 5 gold again? Or does he spend a coin in place of a gold? I think he spends a coin in place of a gold. Let's double check if it actually says that he should spend a coin. Because he gets, instead of rum, he gets coins. Oh, it just ignores the rum cost. Okay, so he's going to get this guy. Because that guy's going to give him a magnifying glass. A search. And then that is 8. 8. Right. Event. Top it up. Oh, everybody gets 2 rum. We got 2 rum. And that means he gets 2 coins. This goes away. These flip. Oh, I didn't notice when that was flipped over, you got 2 fame instead of 1. And this one you get a treasure instead of a good. One good. Okay. So back to me. So I'm already where I need to be. Oh, I forgot to put our crew. All right, so we're still trying to do this, which we need to be over here to do. We need 10 telescopes. The wheel. Oh, this allows me to move to any space. But again, I need to attach it to my guy. All right, let's do what I want to do first. First action, we're going to go ahead and turn in our 2 treasures to get 2 fame. I think second action, we're gonna do what I said. I mean, I'll just spend both actions while I'm up here. I don't really want any of that. To do this card here, which gives us 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. What am I doing? 5, 10, 15, 20. Somehow I got an extra 1 in there. All right, so that discards. I get a new one. Ooh, trade in 1 treasure for 1. Why would you do that? I guess if you don't have to. I mean, I guess that's a good alternative. It's like, okay, well, I happen to have 1. All right. Ghost Ship's turn. So he's going to find treasure. He does not have any treasure. I'm still confused about this find treasure. I guess if he gets an explore action, then he adds his marker. So he can't do that because he doesn't have an X out yet. Ah, exactly what I was saying. All right, so he's going to go explore. He's going to go explore over here. And then he's going to roll his dice. So he has +1 now. So he has +1. He needs 6 to get a treasure map. So that's just 3. That is unsuccessful. So nothing happens. Oh no, that was 3, 4. He's got 5, technically. He's got 5. So yeah, nothing happens. Okay. Event card. So, roll dice. Roll the exploration dice. To get rum and money. So I get 4 rum, 1 money. He gets 1 money. That's a lot of rum. That filled up my cargo hold. Holy cow. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna be doing some trading. And 1 money. All right. Move these. I'm getting there. Now I'm getting the paces down. Now I'm getting the each of the extra expansions I added in. I should not have added all the expansions. All right, so I have a lot of money. I need to spend my money. But I really don't care for that. I mean, I don't care for that guy. I mean, he cost 8. Like, how good is that? But I do need more explore. Let me go ahead and do it. I'm going to do it just so I can get rid of some of this extra. So I'm going to spend 10. So it's 8, 2 back, and I have to pay him some rum. He joins my merry crew. So he goes down here. All right. At least he's not a one-time crew. Like, that would kind of be wrong if the crews had the one on top, because it's like, oh, you get to use them once and then you throw them overboard. All right. So the question is, do I pick up? Oh, there's the reroll. Oh, I need to get him. I was debating leaving, but I need to get him. I need the reroll. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and. All right. So my crew is now full. So now I have a reroll, and I can use rum for swords. So we're good to go. All right. That was my 2 actions. Nothing else I can do, unfortunately, because I did everything there. All right. Sail and turn in 2 treasures. He has no treasures. Sail to a port. Let's sail down to this port. I don't know if he would interact with them, because he can gain fame. So I'm thinking he's going to interact with them. Right? So he sailed to a port, he gets 5, but then I think he still interacts with them. I'm going to say he does. It makes sense that he would. So he's going to roll 3 dice. If he can do a 6 or higher, then he gets a good. So he did not. Oh, those are the wrong dice. Don't attack with brown dice. So he has 3, 4. So he only has 4. So he did not. He did not defeat the band of mercenaries there. Now I think maybe that's where I was thinking it does 1 damage, is that those mercenaries do 1 damage. Okay, no, it's not them. Maybe it's the Kraken does 1 damage. Something does 1 damage, guys. Something does 1 damage. All right. Event. Western wind. You can move to the right. You cannot move to another ship. And you cannot move from a port? Yeah, they're going to need a player aid for the events. Because that's not helping me at all. Oh, here we go. Event card. Okay, here they are. Move your ship 1 space to the right unless there's another ship in that space or you're at a port. Ah, okay. So I'm at a port, so I was anchored, so the winds didn't blow me. So the event card descriptions are in there. I thought those were just like icon, like appendix. It's the actual event appendix. All right. So move that one, move that one. All right, so I need to get over here, right? Because I need to do my quest. So, 1, 2, 3. And give me more bananas. Oh, but my store's full. I wanted to turn in these bananas. So let's turn in. I don't have 6 bananas. I have 4 bananas. I'm gonna turn in 3. Can I do as many trade actions as I want, or is each trade a single action? Oh, okay. Any port I could trade. I thought I could only trade at this port. Okay, I can trade at any port. Sorry. I think it's 1 action. I think each trade is going to count as an individual action. I don't think I can trade as much as I want. It says each port provides the opportunity to sell and buy goods. The following options are available. You may exchange any. No, I'm thinking each trade is a separate action. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just do the bananas. 3 bananas to get 2 more rum. Always use more rum. All right, so we'll do that, and let's go ahead and head out over here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. That's it. His turn. He's coming to attack me. This time, he's actually coming to attack me. All right. So he gets to roll 3. He has 3, 4, 5. I'm going to spin that. Luckily, good thing I got all that rum. So I've got 2, 3, 4. Spin the rum to make it. Oh, hang on. I get a reroll. Get a reroll first. So now I'm at 5, and then we can spin, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can spin the rum to make it 6. All right, so I win. So I get either a treasure or a treasure map. Let's get our treasure map. Boop. Haha, no. Unfortunately, those do not line up. One is the left, one is the right. All right, event card. I can spend 5 coin to go up on the thing. Hey, he's on the board. He's got 1 point now. All right. So, these flip. And what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I'm going up there. So, oh yeah, and this pushed him away because I won. So we're going to go up here. I can't do the regular explore, which is fine. I'm just trying to complete my quest. So I need 10 search to get 2 fame. So we're going to do our search action. Gives us 2, 3, 4, 5. I can do 6, 7, 8. It doesn't say it's one-time use. Can I spend as much rum as I want? 2, 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8. Oh, I forgot. I got a discount on that guy up above because I'm on my fame track. Can I use this as many times as I want? It doesn't say it's one time. Yeah, crew effect. Let's see here. Performing actions during battle. Gain additional supply gas from... So I think you can only do it once. I think it would have like an infinity symbol if I could keep doing it. See, like this one says I can do it as many times as I want. Oh, maybe that means I can do it as many times as I want. Maybe I could do that continually. I mean, you can take more than one trade action because there's that infinite symbol. All right, so right now, what would I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could spend a rum for 10, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so I've got 10. All right, so I need to spend 1 rum for 2, and then 1 rum for 1. So that gives me my 10. So it means I have completed this quest, which means I get 2 fame. Right there, 2 fame. This quest is done. All right, that was my second action. And this does not move this, because remember, that only happens if I were to explore somewhere else. All right, so he's going to go to a port. There's no port in the center. There's no port in the center. There's no port in the center. Well, stop getting the ports in the centers. He's going to go to the port that he's already at. Well, all right. So if he has 20 gold, which he definitely does, 5, 10, 15, 20, then he gets one thing. All right, event. So I can either, I have to lose. So I either have to lose a crew member, lose 2 rum, or lose 2 coins. I would rather lose the 2 coins. That's all he can lose, 2 coins. Again, I'm imagining, I would assume the events impact the AI, but maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not balanced that way. So we'll have to see. You guys can't even see the things down here. Sorry about that. Need to actually zoom out probably a fraction of an inch more. All right. So, event card. Slide up the clocks. And what do I want to do now? All right, so I am at 6 of 10. 6 of 10. Let's go try to find us some more treasure. Why not? Why not? Where's the closest treasure? Way over here? Could have done this earlier, but I guess luckily I didn't. So if I go to this port, that would actually be contested, right? So I don't want to battle him per se. What could I get mine to? My attack would be, if I did 3 dice, that would cost me 1 rum. I could spend 1 rum to get 2 swords. Actually, I can get up to 3. 3 swords. Oh, earlier there was actually a quest marker. I didn't put it out there. I should have put that out there. To go to that town, I feel like that's a waste. Oh, do I have this on the right side? Okay, that's the same one every time. Could go attack him, but then I lose. No, I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose any of my fame. Let's just go. We'll just go straight down here. So 1, 2, 3. We'll spin the 2. It won't get me all the way. I was gonna say I could spin that fish to go 1 more. Maybe I don't want to go that way. Is there any way I can go where I would land on something I could actually do? I could go here and go fishing. Yeah, because I go 1, 2, and then I can go here. Yeah, so let's go there. We'll go fishing. So we're gonna do 2 fish. Doesn't seem like a lunchtime game. Yeah, the designer, he did it in 52 minutes, but I added all the modules and all that stuff, and it just got a little bit longer than I think it probably should be. All right, and then we get how many fish? We get 2 fish. 2 fish, which is good because that gives us more sailing power. All right, event or bad guy or ghost ship. Ghost ship. All right. If he has 1 or 2, he has 1. He's going to go to a port. So that is not a port. That is a port. I'm going to go there. And he's going to get something that gives him spyglasses or attack. These have spyglasses, but again, he doesn't have these resources, so it's not going to do him any good. So he's going to get 5 gold. All right, event card. Scurvy. Oh, wow. We don't have any of our crew. Or is it just one of my crew? I'm hoping it's just one. Like, that would really suck if it's all my crew. I don't want my whole crew to get scurvy. Flip 1 crew card in your area face down along with an upgrade, if there are any. Becomes active again when the event is discarded. All right. So we were going to go exploring. So I don't want to lose my exploring. So we're going to give this guy scurvy. And then he only has one guy to give scurvy. All right. So, move that up, move that up. So we're going to go over here so we can go exploring. And exploring we will go. Exploring we'll add setup and teardown time. And this is not an hour game. Oh yeah, definitely not. Because that's why the stream was late. I was still setting up and trying to get everything done. And I think I tried to set, I had about 10 minutes and couldn't get it all set up in 10 minutes. All right, so we're going to go exploring. Oh, I don't get 3. Yeah, why not? Let's spin the room. Spin the room. Oh, I only need 6, though. I only need 6, and I can spin a room to get 2. That's better. I think that's better than rolling the extra dice right now. Maybe not. I got 1 glass, 1 coin. That's all I found. So, I'm at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can make it. I just need to spin 2 rum. So spin 2 rum. Spin 2 rum. And then that gives us a treasure map. Yeah. Treasure map. And a map. Actual map. The map. The map. Ooh, yay, there we go. So, we have 2 treasures. So, we have a treasure here, actually where we are, which is great. Then we have a treasure here. So, we have 2 treasures. Woohoo! Oh, no, hang on, that's his treasures. We want my treasures. Treasure. Yeah, so we have 2 treasures now that we can go after. Our treasure maps. Oh, actually, hang on. Sorry. Earlier when I sold that map, I think I needed to discard this when I did that action. Let's say I did that. So actually, this would not be a treasure. This one's a treasure because that makes these 2 match. All right. That was my 2 actions. So. Yeah, and then we come down here, and when we search for the treasure there, then we get 2 fame. All right. Yeah. And Ghost Ship's turn. So, Ghost Ship's turn. I'll probably play just a couple more turns, and then I'll probably just do first impressions. Maybe about another 5 minutes. I'm not going to get to 10. It goes at 6. Right? So, but I'm way ahead of him. Like he's gotten barely any points. I don't know why. All right, find treasure. He can't find treasure. So we're gonna do another card. He's gonna go explore. Maybe he'll finally find treasure. Problem is he's never successfully explored, so he's never gotten his map to go find treasure. Alright, so he's going to go here. He's going to try to find treasure. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So because his guy got scurvy, he did not succeed. So, event card. Rats on board. Lose 2 fish or 2 bananas. What happens if you can't? That's like what happens if you can't do the event? That seems mean to the person that can do it, and the person that can't. There's got to be some kind of repercussions. What is that one? Fish. I guess that one's self-explanatory. I didn't explain it. It just says it must be resolved by all players. But if you don't have it, I guess... Yay, you? That seems... I figured it should be like, okay, if you can't do it, then you need to... Oh, good. Could be a catch-up mechanism. Yeah, there might be something in here. Well, the other thing is he hasn't defeated me. Like, if he ever wins a battle, he steals my maps and he steals my treasure. So he's guaranteed to attack me each time we go through the deck. So, yeah. All right, so that was him. That was the event card. And we're going to go to me. So, we want to go get my treasure, right? So, 1, 2, I could... Oh, hang on. I forgot to move the... Technically, he wouldn't have gone there. Oh, no, yeah, he would. That's fine. All right, we'll just move this one. So, I could go explore again. I want to get all the way down here. So, do I want... Oh, so this is an attack attempt quest. I can do that like immediately. I get rum and 10 coins. No, we want to come down here for the map. All right? Yeah. So I go here and I could explore again, I guess, while I'm here. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. Maybe we'll explore. Or I can go 1, 1, 2, 3. I could get more bananas. Let's get more bananas. 1, 2. Yeah, let's get more bananas. Yes, we have some bananas. Banana! 1 coin, 2 bananas, 3 bananas. 1, 2, 3 bananas and a coin. All right. His turn. He's going to a port. I think I'm also playing slow. Like, if I were to just go, it'd probably go a lot quicker, David. But, like, I'm talking everything through because, you know, I want to tell you guys what I'm doing. Yeah. So he goes down there. Again, he wants to take something that's going to give him a... These are the same ones that were down there, so we already know he can't do any of them, so he's just getting 5 coins. All right. And then event card. Oh, I've forgotten to do this at least. That was the last turn. That would be this turn. These would be flipped over. I was doing so good with these two. I was doing so good with those. All right. Okay, so Smuggler's Market. So each recruit costs 2 less. Ooh. That would be nice. If I was in any way, shape, or form going to buy something. I mean, I could buy something the following turn, I guess. And deal with those guys. So. Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah, this is the 3rd turn where we've had those upside down, I think. All right. So, we're going to go... First action, we're going to sail. Now we're going after our treasure. What do I need? How much do I need to get my treasure? Or do I just need to be there? Okay. Any point in the game when you have 2 map cards in your hand, place the X on the space. You may gain 2 for a successful explore action. Okay, so it just needs to be successful. So let's go ahead and spin 1 rum, because I do have that rum, to do all 3 dice. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I do have enough. So we're going to go ahead and spin the rum to get our 6, but then we get 2 rum for the explore action. Oh, no, I can't do the regular explore. So I don't get any of the goods. Because, oh no, it isn't blocked. Sorry. Yeah, I can do the regular explore stuff. I was thinking it was blocked. It wasn't blocked. All right, so we get to pick up our treasure. Gives us 2. So, there you go. Who is Lars and why is he so smug over this market? Why? Why? All right, so we did the explore there, so we need to move the blockade. Lucky. All right. Everybody needs an even number of turns, so I'm going to go ahead and do this turn for him because I mean I'm at 8 of 10, so we're just gonna call this at the point. So he's going to go and trade into treasure. He can't because he doesn't have any treasure. So he's going to still only has 1 sword, so he's going to go to a port. That is not a port. That is a port. So he's going to go here. He's going to do the attack action to see if he can take out those whippersnappers. Those are not attack dice. That was a good explore action for him, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he did 4, and he has 1 on his board, 5. He needs 6 to take him out, so he failed. And then he either recruits a crew member, item, can't, so he just gets 5 gold. All right, so that's that. We'll go ahead and call it so I can do first impressions. I'm trying to think, is there a way for me to get a quick... Trying to see, is there a way for me to get a quick 1 or 2 fame? I don't think there is. Let me see if there's anything additional for his scoring, like if he has leftover... he gets points for his gold. So that's what Dave was saying. There's got to be a catch-up mechanic. End of game, final scoring. End of game, according to regular rules, Ghost Ship must have those amount of points to trigger the end of game. If you win, you have more fame. Congratulations. You are now free from the curse. Yeah, so there is no catch-up mechanic for the ghost. So I feel... Yeah, well, I guess I'll tell you what I feel in about 3 seconds. All right. There it goes. That was a very bad, very rough playthrough. I added everything. I messed things up. I started getting it better towards the end. It started figuring it out and flowing. But that was a first playthrough. So let's go ahead and go over components. Destroy Games always does a really good job with their components. You know, they do the deluxified nice wooden pieces in it. You get the, you know, nice tokens. The only thing on the tokens, I guess actually I was going to complain just because my OCD. So on this one, for example, you have the label and the skull. I'm thinking, oh, the back is just plain. No, the back is actually screen printed as well. It's the back of the bottle. So it's got like the little glint mark and the little thing. Same thing with the treasure chest. Like, oh, okay, that side has your lock. And then that side, well, of course, doesn't have your lock. So actually that's even better in component quality. The Ghost Ship, he was a Kickstarter, I think, for Game Found for following. So I like that nice translucent one rather than just using the generic like green one that you would probably use. The iconography is clear to some degree. Again, I kind of got confused about the whole spend because for whatever reason, the 10 cards don't have the spend icon. So the spend icon is this red thing. So the red, put in front of frame. There you go. So that little red exclamation point means to spend. And for whatever reason, the 10s don't have that. So I'm thinking that's an error. The rules are pretty fine. One thing I would have preferred would have been a player aid for all the events and stuff because I kept having to go back here to figure out what the events did. Same thing with what each of the bots cards do, right? You got to go in here. Now, this is nice, though. They give you full explanation of what they do, so maybe it's better it is here instead of in a player aid. And I guess the more you'll play, the more it makes sense. All of it fits in the box just barely. That's standard with most of your micro or tiny epic type games. There's so much in the box. Like, you got to put it in an exact way to get it to fit. Otherwise, very happy with the components. The dice, I didn't mention this, but the dice are actually wood. They're wooden dice instead of plastic, which is nice. I like it's just a different tactile feel. So those are nice too. The mechanics. So the mechanics is it's a bunch of stuff, and I would love to compare it with Tiny Epic Pirates, but I forget how Tiny Epic Pirates to a small degree plays. They're very similar in the way they play, so I think I'll probably play Tiny Epic Pirates because I'm not sure if I need both. But you got some pick up and deliver, right? You move around. You got your explore, you got your buying in phase. I added everything, so there's events, there's other ways to gain fame, different things like that. Nice thing about the fame is there's a fame track, and you can actually, if you get all the way up to fame track, you only need 9 points to win the game instead of 10. or to end the game, as it would be. So again, if you're like, get enough fame, you might have more points than everybody anyways. But I like all the little mechanics. It is a lot, and I don't feel like I was able to accomplish like everything. Like I bought 3 crew members, but I didn't have upgrades for all those crew members. And then the same thing for my ship. I didn't get any upgrades for my ship. Like I said, I'm only 2 fame away from, or 2, I keep saying fame and notoriety, but I'm 2 away from ending the game anyways. So it's like, would I have had any more turns where I would have just added a bunch more upgrade cards to my ship? I don't know if I would have. Having, though, lots of options does get you a lot of ways to, well, progress the game. The quest, I did 1 quest, but again, I didn't pick up any other quests. So I don't know if there's just too much to do, or I'm just not doing something right, or by having all of that, it gives you more options. I was also very lucky with the pirate ship, so I didn't take a lot of damage. So therefore, I didn't have to go to port and, make amends or change. I didn't need to rest, right, to be able to fix my boat. Yeah, I mean, the mechanics are fine. I don't know what I like or don't like about it. It's just they're just fine. That's what I said. I think I need to play the Tiny Epic Pirates to kind of give a comparison of how those 2 work, and because they're both kind of a pickup delivery. They both, I think, had quests. They both, you could attack each other or the merchant ships. The merchant ships don't move here, where I know in Tiny Epic Pirates they do move on their own. Like each turn they're going to be moving around the board. So it actually gives you a way to kind of run into them. Now for the Automa, I like the Automa. I think it was fine. I think it was easy to control. My only problem is it didn't feel like he was accomplishing anything, right? So he wasn't getting any fame. He wasn't getting any notoriety. He just wasn't doing anything. Also, and I was having him do this explore, but he doesn't have a fame track or notoriety track or whatever that track is. So I don't know what I would have done if he had succeeded in that. And that's kind of something with the events. They didn't explain how those interact with the Automa, or if they even should have interacted with the Automa. Don't know. Did I feel like a pirate? Well, we'll get to that when we get to theme, I guess. Difficulty, it's not difficult. The game itself is easy. There's just a lot to think about. And so when I was going through the actions, it was just a lot to remember. Again, but that was because I added everything to expansion. So probably what you'd want to do is take all of the event things and put them down with the first player if you're playing them in a multiplayer or even solo. Like I did with the event deck, it just made more sense to put it over here with the pirate. So I did the pirate action in the event. I probably should have moved those other cards too, but then you guys wouldn't have been able to see them. So there was a lot to keep up with. But the rules themselves are pretty light. So I wouldn't say it's too difficult. Fun at 2. Fun with a pirate ship, ghost ship. Again, it was fine, but like I said, the pirate just wasn't succeeding. The ghost pirate wasn't succeeding at anything. And there are harder difficulties, right? So like here it says Matey cards 4 and 8. So when he draws cards 4 and 8, so 4. So find treasure, right? If he found treasure, right, then he gets 3 or 4. But this doesn't do anything because there was no treasure for him to find. And then the other one is 2, 3, 4, where's 8? 8. Same thing. If he had 2 treasure and he goes and turns those 2 treasure in, then he gets 3 or 4. So he gets a lot more when he turns them in. But if you have a game like mine where he never was able to explore, to successfully get maps, to successfully put out his X's, it felt very anticlimactic. And again, I guess that's the randomness of the dice rolls, right? Now, should I play it at a higher player count to see how real humans interact and we'll work with the board? Sure, I'll probably try that in the Oddity. But the other thing is, you can add this Automa to a 2 and 3 player game to kind of give you a larger feel. And I do feel like, again, he was easy enough to control, or adding him into a higher player count game wouldn't be bad. And it would give some more agency to what you do and who you can fight and stuff like that. Last is the theme. Do you feel like a pirate? That's what David said. Did I feel like a pirate? You are a pirate. It felt piratey, right? I like the pirate theme. I think that's fun. It's the reason why I said back even during Undead or Alive and Marvel Zombies about, oh, they should have a pirate zombicide, which of course, as we both know, as we all know, there is a not a Marvel pirate, a pirate zombicide up on crowdfunding right now in GameFound. So I like pirates. I like the theme and the aesthetic. But like I said, right now as a pirate game, I like Sea of Legends, right? I like the story and all that did, because it makes you feel more like a pirate because you're living that life. Here, I felt like an explorer. I mean, to the most part, I got to attack things. I got to attack a ship, so that's piratey. I'm trying to build notoriety. It's piratey. It's piratey adjacent. The things you're doing are pirate-esque, as it was. The bananas and the fish were less piratey. I get the bananas and the fish as a resource. So right, you have a fish, you spend a fish, you can sail more because, you're eating more. The bananas, you turn that in to get rum. So it kind of fits, right? Okay, you get bananas from these islands because you're in the Caribbean. So it could be thematic for what it is. The rum, of course, is the most thematic, right? Drink a little bit of rum, you're fearless. You can do anything. Although I don't know how drinking rum can make you search better. Maybe it's a bribe. You tell your crew, if you search a little bit harder, you can get a bottle of rum. I don't know, but that's that. But that's the theme. It was fine. I think the theme is fine. If I didn't like the theme, I wouldn't have bought it. Is it thematic that you're doing some of this stuff and whatnot? Yeah, it's thematic. The scurvy card came out, right? So the little events kind of help with that too. The storms and whatnot. Here we go, guys. That is that. This is way longer than it should have been for my lunchtime stream. If you want to watch some lunchtime streams that hopefully are not over an hour in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Notify me. That way you can come out, join David, and who was here earlier? Somebody else was earlier in the chat. Let me scroll up. Steve from Co-op Guild was in the chat. Oh, and Michael was from the chat. So yeah, you could join those guys in the chat and talk to me. Or suggest games that are like 30 minutes. I need 30-minute games. Lots of 30-minute games. I need to stop picking hour games because they take longer than an hour. Anyway, guys. Donate to Extra Life. Link in the chat, link down below. We are raising for the rest of the year. Until next time, guys. Peace.